We start the broadcast a little late, but we are already in progress, underway. Our tortoise template is already in a transaction, and we have a short signal on NQ, seeing if we can get a pullback before continuing south. So let's watch. Interesting divergence on ES and NQ here. NQ has a short signal here, but down here on Show Me the Money, we see rising momentum. ES also showing a long signal with the take profit just about where, just above the next baselines. So we pulled back and got in with a take profit up here at this baseline on the larger time frame for ES. Seems to be heading there now. Let's go. This is how I like to see the day form. ES, of course, meanders its way north, so we definitely have a rising price today. Once nothing doesn't come out of left field, let me check for news. And ES goes up, pulls back, takes profit, and continues. NQ, I said ES. NQ goes up, gets in, slings back for a regroup as it takes profit, and continues on. So I actually like the way this is setting up, even though they appear to be at a divergence one from the other. Let's watch. And not diverging anymore. Long signal comes in, and we continue moving forward. The Ttrades pushing. Notice it came right to this baseline. These are overnight levels here. So we're actually just up from overnight lows that happened earlier this morning, right at it. But we are piddling around this baseline. It would have been great if if the take profit was at the baseline, but come on. You can do it. You can do it. It's like a 1400 take profit before commissions. It's not called Ttrades for nothing, y'all. Let's go. Actually, 1350 take profit on 3 contracts before commission. We are off to a great start. And of course, Moby Dick flipped to a long from the short that it was in. Watch. See all the short indicators here, even though they're being filtered out by the rising momentum. We even getting the tomato bar here. I mean, the sellers are in control. More sellers than buyers, I should say, I believe is the right interpretation of this tomato colored bar. It is. Kind of wish there was a signal out here to trade NQ back to the baseline, which was the first signal we got for today. And this signal came and flipped us out of it, basically. Let's watch. If we get a short arrow over here and falling momentum, that will be a manual entry. Which would be just trading back to baseline. Let's see if we get another pullback and another short entry, and momentum continues to fall. ES is just falling back to this baseline. To think we went long here, which predicted a baseline break and a return to the previous baseline from overnight. That's all we had here. A dip down and a return to the previous baseline that was settled or created here overnight. 10 o'clock news, and we're in a position. No. You can't see it here, but this touch and go happened so fast. My underlying followers got into positions. And took profit before the flip back happened in Q here. And just to show that, let's remove the display name right quick. Oop. My follower accounts got put in the NQ positions, and they took profit in that news cycle. It unraveled all those built up of orders that were we have a position, we stick it, and we find a baseline, find where the orders are, and we sit and wait. If the market comes to us, great. If it doesn't, great. And boom, 2 seconds flat, we take profit. But I don't like trading news because that is a death-defying act. Do not trade the news. I typically shut down for news, but I think we're going to take our news, wins, and well, normally I would call it a day, but I have to say, this position here, we've got falling momentum, sellers in control, and it would just be a trade heading back towards the baseline. Actually, that was established last week. Most of last week rode along this baseline with a drop and a return intraday here. Then we've been, since around the 29th or so, the 30th, we have been on this baseline until the drop on NQ, just for context. So I'm thinking about wrapping up, even though it says 0 here. My followers got the win on NQ. But I do like the short here. It may not get in. Nah, we're gonna call it a day. Great day underneath. We had this win on ES, which I only was following at like 1 or 2 micros. Let's see here. Yeah, all 1 micro. My PA. Almost. One of these is my PA. Anyway, I'll turn the display name on so I know which one it is. But super solid day all around, as Connor says. Super solid day. And I'm gonna call it there. No need to be greedy, folks. Hit your profit targets and walk away. Till next time. C3 Trading DTB.